What's up, guys? Remington Kai's here with a review for you. Today I'll be reviewing Five Nights at Freddy's. I just got out of the theater from watching Five Nights at Freddy's, and I sort of semi enjoyed the film. For a horror movie, it was pretty good. I'm not big into horror movies. I'm more into like horror comedies. This is kind of like a horror comedy. This almost feels like a horror movie made for like Nickelodeon. You know, it's very like it's the movie seems very confused on whether it wants to be a kids movie or a horror movie or like somewhere in the middle. It doesn't know where it doesn't know where it wants what it wants to be. It's very mixed. There's a lot of elements that feel like very Nickelodeon sitcom-y, and then there's other elements that feels like, yeah, we want to go horror, but we don't want to push it in case kids see this movie. You know, it feels very lost in what it wants to be. But for the most part, I thought it was enjoyable. There's a lot of Easter eggs for the games. Now, I'm not a big fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. I played the first game. I did a live stream at one point about the first game. And when the first game was popular, yeah, I was one of those people who was in on the hype. But other than that, I don't really know the other games and the lore. But, you know, from what I saw, it had a lot of Easter eggs in the first game. The mystery on who the bad guy is pretty much easy. It was easier than solving a Scooby-Doo mystery. So if you're going in for the horror mystery, it's really not there. But for something enjoyable on a Friday night, it was pretty good. You know, if you're looking for like a nice something to do on Halloween, you know, it passes the time. You know, to keep you entertained. Josh Hutcherson does a good job for the most part, but I don't think he should be doing serious acting. A lot of times when he was trying to be serious in this movie, it was like very laughable. Like he'd get all angry, and you just wanted to laugh because it just looked like overacting. But when he was like doing the emotional scenes where he had to be like, you know, the loving brother, and you know when he had to like act like he cared, you know, he did a pretty good job. It's just when he was trying to be serious, like get angry and all that. I was just like, man, this is laughable. He shouldn't do serious drama, you know. But you know, he was good for the most part. The kid actors were really good. Um, I thought we had this female cop. So I kind of felt I liked her a little bit, but she had a very annoying dialogue, and you could tell it felt like a video game kind of dialogue. You know, it didn't feel like movie dialogue. Uh, the villain's quite laughable, like the real villain. Like they do like a villain reveal like Scooby Doo style, and he's quite laughable. You know, they build him up to be this big villain, and you just want to laugh. It's, you know, the whole theater laughing. It's almost like a comedy. It reminds me of those Scream movies. Um, while I think if you're a horror fan, you're gonna enjoy this. It's probably not for everybody. I see a lot of people doing bad reviews on it. It's not a bad movie. It's just lost. You know. Uh, if you were to ask me to rate it, I'd probably give it a 6.5 out of 10. It's almost there as a 7, but it's not quite. I think it needed to be a rated R. It should have been rated R and allowed to go the full effect of horror. It was very held back by that PG-13 rating, and wasn't able to go fully what I think they wanted to commit to. But with that said, I think they used their PG-13 rating very well. And what we did have for horror was good. It's just I wanted more. It left me wanting more gore and more violence and all that. And that's what I expected out of Five Nights at Freddy's, not Nickelodeon comedy. And having Josh Hutcherson in there just didn't help with the Nickelodeon comedy part at all. So yeah, that's my rating, 6.5 out of 10. What did you guys think of the movie? Comment below and let me know what your thoughts on the film are. And I'd like to wish everybody a happy Halloween, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.